Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Building a Model and Chatting. I am Taco. It's great to have you. It's been a while. I did try to do some of those test streams. I think it was Saturday or Sunday. I tried to do the test streams and with different platforms, and it didn't work out as well as I had hoped. So I got to do a little bit more studying and try to figure it out because I refuse to pay $45 to StreamYard. So I got to figure that out. But we are in the hello, Swallowtail. Great to see you. We are starting the body of ZhaoYun, the big old horse with the mech on top. The mech's got a cool spear and everything. Let's see, is there any, I can't really see any other. I guess that's pretty good. Get some good pictures there. That's what we're building slowly. Yeah, tech be teching. Well, it's StreamYard used to be something that was like $7 a month, and then it went up to like 10 to 15, and now it's 45. And it's all because they added features. Well, it's nothing special, and other ones charge less. While I wait for a few more people to get in, I did finish this as a personal build. Nothing big, it's kind of small, but it's from the new G-Quacks show, Gundam G-Quacks, and it is the Gundam G-Quacks. It is pretty neat. It was an interesting build. It's very different. It's more Evangelion meets Gundam, I would say. But turned out very well. And I'll be filming a short of it pretty soon. Hey, Freeside, great to see you. It's been a while. Yeah, 45 a month. It's insane. And that's the basic. That's not even like one of the bigger plans. And then here's the head of the current project we're doing. Let's see if I can't get a couple good angles. It's very much like a dragoon head, like from Final Fantasy and what's the other one? And and Elden Ring is another good example of what that head looks like. Anyways, we're 3 minutes into it. It's great to be back. I'm going to be trying to stick to a Monday, Wednesday, Saturday schedule at 7 p.m. Since I'm back, and kind of forcing myself to stick to a schedule and not cancel anytime I feel even just a little bit kind of blah. So that is the goal. Because, I had kind of went into a little bit of a depression streak for a while, and I'm trying to get out of it. And one way is to kind of have an active schedule. And with that also is I'm probably going to still do like an airbrush stream once a week, probably. I do have some projects that I need that are ready to be painted. One or two of them actually have the scheme ready. So it might not even be airbrushing. It might be you washing me clean parts and putting them on runners or on not runners on alligator clips. So you really get to see like the whole thing, like that it's not just airbrushing, it's not just building, but there's all this like little work that goes into things. Other than that, nothing too crazy. I put out a short, I think, on Sunday. It was Saturday or Sunday I put out the or was it Friday? I don't know. The Master Grade Vidar. That's actually the one that I'll probably be painting next. Is that Vidar. And it'll just be a darker blue with the black how it was, and then I'm gonna add more like silver metallic accent to it. And just make it look nice. Practice my shading a little bit. one of the airbrush companies that I was using their airbrush reached out a couple days ago, and I just saw the email last night, and I emailed them back. They were asking me how I liked their airbrush, and they liked the stream I did, so just kind of I sent them a long email and curious to see, if they respond back at all. It was a pleasant surprise. Yeah, $45 is insanely expensive. Yeah. I refused to pay the $45. I actually sent an email to StreamYard saying, I'm a non-monetized channel. How about you lower the price for me? Because I can't afford you, and if I can't afford you, I'm going to go somewhere else. But I really don't want to go somewhere else. So I'm waiting to see if they negotiate. I can get them down to like 15. I'll probably take it, even though like my budget is extremely tight. But it would be worth it. Other than that, yeah, nothing too much else exciting going on. It is great to see everyone. Been just kind of keeping myself busy a little bit. That's right. I just remind myself that I have lab tests in the morning. Yay. It's it's early. It's like 7 o'clock appointment, which is good because then you're not, staying hungry all day, but it also is really early and you have to, I kind of like to snack at night. Not bad that way, but we'll get through it. Okay, come on. Goes like that, supposedly. And this. So, come on. There we go. And that is on nice and solid and flush. Just, hey, John, great to see you. Hope you're doing well. I miss not having the paid StreamYard though, because I could have an intro and I had like cool little clips I could play. Because yeah, it was the intro kind of served a nice way to give time for people to like come in. And if I'm running a little bit late, it gives me that like a little extra minute or two buffer. And as you'll see, I have kind of, I've started not cutting out all the pieces at once, because that tends to be a big mistake I'm seeing for me. And I am just, I'm cutting a little, I've started cutting closer to the part with the initial cut, because I find that it puts less stress on the part itself. So it's kind of a win-win. But yeah, I don't know how long this kit will take us. I mean, it could take us a long time. It could take us not that long. It's I want to say here, let's see here. It's 42 pages, which is pretty long. And it is like we're making, oh, you're testing out colors on spoons for the Fire Lord. Oh, that is one kit I would love to get. But I need to be good and not buy any more kits. I have kits to build, and I have debt to pay for all the kits I bought. So I have to be happy with what I have. Otherwise, I'd be getting all those SNAA Knights of the Round Table or whatever it is, like ZhaoYun and Lancelot and a few others. Those looked cool. Kind of wanted to get the Psycho Gundam Mark III. I think is it Mark III. I think it's the Mark III one. Does that look cool? Just to have a big, big massive kit. There's just all types of ones. I have such a large list of what I would like to get, and there's a lot of perfect grades. You won yours from USA Gundam Store. That's nice. Well, that's win right there. And what else? Yeah, there's a couple kits I've had my eye on for quite some time. Oh, and P Bandai has the Banshee Perfect Grade Final Battle version, which is the green cycle frame for like $220. That it was on my list. I'm like, oof. Not only is a good price, but it's one that was near the top of my list. But I gotta be good. I keep telling myself, gotta be good. All right. Yep, got that one. Move that over there because it's a little easier to see. This goes like so. Nice and flush. And this goes like so. Okay. Come on. Just fit all nice. That's all I ask. There we go. Something seems off, but I don't want to push anything because I'm not sure. Yeah, because this doesn't move side to side, but it looks off. Maybe that's just me. Yeah, I think it's just me. Okay. Moving forward, J1. Oh, getting into the colored pieces already. 1. And 5. There we go. Get these all cut out nicely. Yeah, took a little chunk out. Should know better than that. So one of the things I'm hoping for with this kit is no glue. That's kind of been my goal for a lot of kits now is no glue. I was able to do that with the Master Grade Vidar. So, and also the G-Quacks had no glue as well. So I'm on a 2-kit streak. And I should have paid attention when I cut that because it gouged it. Ah. All right. Yeah, that's kind of what's been going on with me. I've been working on a lot of fundamentals. So I felt like towards the end of my streams, before I took a break, my fundamentals had kind of went out of practice. I'd gone sloppy. And so I built a bunch of kits with keeping that in mind. Always does. Great to see you. G-Quack Skelgoo. Yep, that thing looks awesome. I've been a big fan of the G-Quacks show. I saw it in theaters, and the episodes that have been after those original 3 that I saw in the theaters have been pretty awesome as well. I am really hoping it turns into a good, like, kind of like epic military, I don't want to say complete military, but like some type of like freed, saving freeing the colonies or something. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if Zeon eventually becomes the bad guys. I'd like to know what happened to Commander Bright. Because if you remember, like, I think it was episode 2 or 3 when Char stole the white base, he blew up the bridge. And I'm not sure if Commander Bright was on it during that time, but we'll see. I don't think we're going to see horror. I don't know. I think it's too bright and like cheery, but I could be wrong. Wouldn't be the first time I was wrong. All right. This looks like so. And this goes over this, like so. Yep. Still looks crooked to me, but it isn't. I don't know. All right. Continuing on with J1. We got pull out 3. As I was saying earlier, I'm cutting definitely a lot closer to the piece nowadays. It lessens the stress on the piece. I think it was on Optimus while I was working on the Optimus one. I cut one piece and I cut far away and it just bent and broke part of the piece, and I was very irritated about that. So it was kind of like a lesson learned to not do that again. First, dark blue of this body. 8. I'll be curious to see how popular this series of live streams will be with this kit. It's it's kind of a popular one coming out, but it's also a non-Gundam one. So I'm always curious to see. But this is the one you guys wanted to build, and I was totally fine with that. Kind of would have been a pain to build on for my personal build, because my personal build area has a lot less space. But now that I finished the G-Wax, I'm deciding between. What am I deciding between? Finishing Optimus, which would be the reasonable thing to do, and I think probably the one I'm going to do. Or I could build Nemesis, which is really tempting to do. Or I could build Lizard or the full armored Gundam. I think those are kind of my four choices that I'm going back and forth in my head on. I'm kind of excited because I think I might start painting lacquers sometime soon. I think we're going to get the window and get it installed, and then all I'll need is a proper uh, proper uh, spray booth that will blow stuff away, and a bunch of lacquer paints, which I'll probably just buy a couple, just out, try and see what people recommend, and I'll try and figure out what colors I want to get and all that fun stuff. Fortunately, none of the hobby stores by me really carry lacquer paints. So it's like an online order thing, and Amazon is horrible for paints. Don't ever buy your paints on Amazon. They are completely messed up with their prices. Okay. Okay, that's not supposed to be there. Grab our hobby knife. Try not to cut myself today. But yep, that is some of the plans. Because I would like to switch to lacquer because it's so durable and it looks so much better. Like, it's unfair about how much better it looks. I feel like it's easy mode compared to acrylics. And I never hear anyone that does that does what that does. Well, I can't think of the word now. Sorry. That uses lacquers. That is like, oh, I really wish I used acrylics instead. And I stabbed myself. All right, let's get this. All right. Doesn't give any like order, so we can just put them on how we see fit. Okay. That's what I thought. These do tend to go a little faster because the frame of this is already built. So all you're doing is putting on the shell. In fact, we might finish the body today just because there isn't, all you're doing is putting on the armor for the most part. And we are making good progress already. Let's see here, where are we? It's 15. There's that. And let's need H3, part 3, which is here. And it is just plated, so I can't really sand this. And then M2, which is this. We need 2. And I always cut this one close because it's a harder material, and so it works better to use these clippers than possibly ruin your single bladed dipper. Get that best as possible. Yeah, I think it's as good as we're gonna get. All right. Watched a little Gundam Age. I'm having trouble sticking with it. I don't know. I don't know if it's the really cartoony kid uh, protagonist or what, but it's just struggling a bit. I think part of it too is so far it's been rather cookie cutter of, oh, I'm fighting this enemy, it's kicking my butt. Good thing I have the Edge system, which adapts and builds parts for me. Let's send it out, and then, hey, look at that! I totally kick its butt now. It's what every other episode is like so far. I'm like, how long is that going to last? And now they're doing it to the ship too, and I'm like, right. Get the knife for this. It's much better to use the knife on this. I'm happy some more of my yeah, the whole Red Gundam thing is interesting to me. Like I'm probably like trying to give myself a number. What I think of what of the chances Char is dead, and I'm kind of giving myself like 70%. I think I'm thinking on that. All right, let's see how well this goes on. Well, it went on good. I'm happy. So far, this has been a very smooth chest. I do want to thank everyone that is watching. It is great to have you. Hey, Laura B, great to see you. Thanks for stopping by and saying hi. I understand there's plenty of stuff to watch right now on multiple channels. It is Monday night, and that doesn't include all the Monday night actual regular TV. So I completely understand. Grab the wrong one for the moment. We want C3. And we want 13 and 14. Yeah, I have a feeling it's something like that. But part of me, I don't know. I've never been the biggest fan of like the whole like psycho being, and the whole like mysticism part of it, I guess. Like I had no problem with like it them being kind of like an enhanced or an evolved form of human that can kind of sense things. But once it got into, they could communicate to each other and, you know, all this other, implant their thoughts into a, machine. And I don't know. I guess I like my Gundam a little plain. Like, I'm totally fine with Coordinator, and then they kind of went too far in the Freedom movie. I have a hard time seeing what it's. Good luck with your building. It looks hard. Not so far. It's been pretty straightforward so far, thankfully. I could use a good straightforward day for my first day really being back to streaming. But these pieces, for the most part, have been fairly sandable and everything, which makes me happy. I am treating this one with care, as it will be a display piece for me eventually once built. So That, and it's a pain to try and, if I lose a piece or break a piece, it's a giant pain to try and get a replacement. So I'm going to do my best to make sure that doesn't need to happen. It's like when I broke the main, or the metal. I broke the metal part on Calrin on his waist. That was, I was so angry about that. Luckily, I was able to get a replacement from where I bought it from at the time, because I think I bought it from New Type. But since then, I haven't been able to really buy from them because they haven't had what I've needed. And I've been having issues with their website working. So it kind of makes it hard to buy when you can't get their website to work for you. Ooh, I didn't sand this yet. Doesn't necessarily have to look nice, as armor will be going over the top of it most likely, but still gotta get nice and flush. I look back at my first year doing this. I still got another month and like 2 weeks. I understand it, Laura. I actually have an essential tremor in my hand. Like, it's pretty good at the moment, but I kind of use this to kind of help exercise those muscles to try and fight back the nerve issues. So I totally get it. That's why you'll never see me draw a straight line or paint a straight line. It just won't happen. The finer the tuning is when it gets even worse. So yeah. Wow. Everything has gone into place perfectly tonight. Should probably stop saying that because it's going to bite me in the butt somehow. All right. Number 7. We'll get close to finishing today. I'm not going to rush it, so it's not going to be one of those things where it's like I got to get through a section each day. It's just doing an hour, and then after the hour, we finish up whatever spot we're at, and then the next stream will continue on. That is the goal. Somehow I got a little bit of a gouge there. Don't know how that happened. All right. And okay. Had to get a different way. It was a really thick peg. All right. Let's see what we can sand and what we have to knife away. All right. All right. A lot of interesting angles to this. I got this one already. It's just this guy. Did I get him already? Yeah, it looks like I already got him. Nope, not completely. Let's get this here and see. There we go. So one of the things I'm hoping to do is cross stream over to Facebook. Don't know why, but I just feel like it's an untapped resource that I could do. That or Instagram. Both would probably provide some more viewers. Something I have to look into. And I'm actually ended there for today. I got something kind of came up, so I got to call it a little bit early today. But I do want to thank you for all for watching. Plan on being more regular and with a set schedule. Greatly appreciate each and every one of you for stopping by. And till next time, be kind to one another and keep doing something you enjoy. Bye.